It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They could fake it. They could say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material.
The punter Tress Way sent to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one gains 7. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, Hurts escapes out to the left. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts to throw. Escapes the pocket. He loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Devin White hauls him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. First and 10, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start, now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Hurts. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Jamison Crowder on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. It's a sweep, he pops the pass forward. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Play fake here. Daniels flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Back deep for the Eagles is Isaiah Rodgers. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Hurts looking to throw. He stays up. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. From the pistol, Hurts. He's on the move. He's on the move. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Jukes one defender. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Daniels off the play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. From the gun, it's Daniels.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So before this is punted away, officials stepping in. Looks like a timeout was called by the receiving team. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Man in motion, headed right. And they had that one contained right at the line. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Throwing here, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Michael Davis. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defense coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. An option give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Staying with Robinson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And Washington finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders parlay the turnover into a lead. Ramiz Ahmed for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got Smith. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hurts throwing again. Flush down now to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking for a target. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. Broke through the tackle. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Robinson. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin White hauls him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard
Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this...
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fielded just ahead of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Eagles will start their drive in optimal field position. First down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Getting out to his left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 24. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down. Hurts. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Devin White hauls him down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. And the Birds put their dime package out there. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 4.
Throwing now, Daniels. Gets himself free. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Third and long for him here. It is caught left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Campbell going to motion over right. He's on the move. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Into the hands of Campbell. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Commanders head out now late in the 1st half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. Daniels on 1st down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up. Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. On is Ramiz Ahmed for the Commanders' field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick by Ahmed is good. And that'll push their lead to 4. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. The Patriots are obviously going fishing come January, but they're looking to finish out strong, and they move to 4-11 with a victory there. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Crowder with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up. That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Picked up at the 38. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, Hurts. He's got a man left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At their 49-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Sheds off a rusher. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, those quarterbacks may wear the no-hit red jersey in training camp, but I'll tell you what, that dude's toughness and tenacity just shone through. Earned the respect of his peers and that defense, too, before they could finally corral him in the pocket.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Slot receiver headed left. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Daniels back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by Deron Payne. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throwing for Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. Shakes it, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 19.
Now Daniels to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Hurts to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He takes it himself. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Robinson on the inside give. Juke the defender. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Daniels on first down. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the pistol, Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a two-score game. That sack, that's not going to help in that decision at all.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He breaks the tackle. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
An option give to Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Out of the gun, Daniels. On target to his man, Gage. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's second down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Gage makes the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
a gain of 26 yards.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Complete to number 31.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Daniels back to throw. Still on his feet, and they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Option play, they give it to Barkley, and he's brought down for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. defense to the line for second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Washington calls it second timeout. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Trying to get it with the option here. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The kick by Hopkins is good, and that makes this a 3-score game. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.